Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to do a quick walkthrough of one of my online courses so you can get an idea of what an online course that's been through the online course development project, that has been through the Ontario Learn checklist looks like. First of all, when you come into this website, into this course, there's the announcements. You can see this is a course that's actually running, and I've got a number of different announcements. I started off the semester with a welcome announcement, telling them who I am, telling them about the textbook for the class, how to get started, and then letting them know that they can ask me any questions at any time. And then about each week, usually sometimes more than 1 week, I'll post an update. You can see week 3 update, week 4 update, week 6 update. So just communicating with them and letting them know that I am there and that there's actually somebody following along with this course. Some other elements to this online course. The second thing down on this drop down menu is some information about myself, a little bit about me from a professional perspective, a little bit about me from a personal perspective, and then my contact information as well. I've got some course information here about the course itself, who designed the course, the syllabus, so they can access that in a doc, form.doc, the link to the course outline, information about the textbook, how to communicate in this course, and then again how to take this online course. So telling them about the prerequisites for this course, how much time they should spend on this course, what a strategy would be for getting work done, how it's broken down, and then how to be successful. And then I've also got some frequently asked questions about textbooks, technical problems, final grades, and code of conduct, plagiarism, etc. So some general information about the course. Then when we get into weekly learning here, this is going to be my 14 weeks. And it's set up in folders. Underneath the folders in the folder description, I usually like to post if there's something due so that they can see that right away. So if something's due and when it's due by. See, I've got my 14 weeks in here, and I'll take week 1 as an example. Week 1, I do a brief introduction every time. That's sort of like an introduction that I would do in a regular face-to-face class, introducing the subject, etc. And then I have a to-do list here, which is usually in terms of what do you actually have to do in terms of a learning activity, especially when it's worth marks. And I've bolded. Every week I have learning objectives to let students know what they should learn that they didn't know before when they're done this particular week. I also have a PowerPoint presentation, a voiceover PowerPoint presentation that they can listen to, usually try and keep it fairly short. And then they have week 1, they have a graded discussion, so they can click on here and go into the discussion forum. I bolded when it was due by. I've also used some web writing strategies, chunking the information, bolding certain things, etc., and with some instructions on what to post in the discussion board. I've got some required readings, whether it's textbook readings or whether it's something from the net, something else. And usually when I have readings, I also ask them questions to help guide their readings so that they're not just reading and wondering what to do with that information. Asking them questions to help them understand and think critically about the readings. And then I have a summary as well. Oftentimes I'll post videos in here, so this week doesn't have any videos, but I like to post TED Talks and other short videos, and again guiding them with questions about what they should look for, letting them know whether or not the information in that video or on any particular reading is going to be on the test or not, or whether it's just to really help supplement the information that they've been looking at throughout the course. And I also usually have, I've taken it off, I usually have a video as well, so a video like this in which I'm introducing them to some of the topics for that given week and reminding them through a video of some of the things that they have to do. So that each week usually looks like that, at least somewhat with an introduction, learning objectives, content, learning activity, extra readings, and then a summary every week. It looks like that, and I've gotten some pretty good feedback from students that they find it highly organized and structured, and it makes sense what they're supposed to do every week. And this is just really according to the Ontario Learn checklist and what each week should have. I have an assignments and tests folder as well, so they know, and I remind them constantly when they have assignments due, they can go into this folder. And here's some instructions, and also a place to post their assignments. And then here is where their tests are going to appear on any given week, and I always make sure to direct them to this folder when a test is due. You can see that they're no longer available. And another way for them to get to the discussion board and their groups is through here as well. Usually I put a link to that within the actual weekly learning folder, but I also have it up the side if some of them want to get to the discussion board that way. And I've got my rubric for the discussion board and some simple instructions as well. So that's the basic outline for the way that I run a course. And as I said, I usually try and give some videos of myself so that they know that there's an instructor there following along. I usually try and have a learning activity every week, sometimes worth marks, sometimes not worth marks, but every time they're expected to do something. And I've gotten some good feedback from students that they like the structure of these courses because they understand exactly what they're supposed to do, and everything is well organized and in folders and makes sense to them. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the course.